Speak Between the Lines podcast.
The shit that's uncool to talk about,
we make cool to listen to.
It's been a minute.
it only took one slap to get us to just start recording.
One slap.
We won't be back until August.
Oh, that's tough. That's a tough way to start, bro.
That is. That's
That's nasty work.
We still got the Amber and Amber episodes that we can post between now and August.
That's true. We way behind the times. They're gonna be like, I thought y'all were promoting this.
You don't know how we promote.
We on CP. Yo, we are on nigga time now.
Yo, we got
this is worse than nigga time. I don't know what type of time this is.
I think they dropped that episode a month ago.
They probably already dropped the second one. They got 2 parts out.
Yeah.
Two parts.
Third one.
No, they working on the third one now.
They on some other. They done did their 3 episodes. They on to other topics.
They professionals. They on time.
Yeah, man.
Shit, we should all have our black cars back.
Yeah.
Right.
Just off this.
Yo, straight up, real talk, real fucking talk.
Oh man. All right, man. Oh, go ahead. Do your thing.
Nah, go ahead.
All right. Speak Between the Lines podcast, episode 156. It's your boy Young Rez.
Join with J-Rock.
King ain't resist out of there.
All right, go ahead.
Man, I don't know. It's kind of like one of those weird things where it's like when we come back, it's like one of those things where you know how you don't see somebody for a long time, and then when you come back, it's like you pick up where you started.
Yeah.
That's kind of how this, at least to me, that's what this feels like. It's like we will come back, be goofy as hell.
Yep.
Be like, oh yeah, man, we should hang out. We should hang out more.
Nope.
August 2nd. Hey, what up, man? I ain't seen you today.
I ain't seen you kicking in. Y'all be at the bar. Oh man, yeah, we gotta kick it more, bro. We gotta kick it. Bet. Let's exchange numbers.
Good damn well.
I think we have reached that point of our friendship. We have definitely hit that part. Why? You don't talk to Rez? How's J-Rock?
Oh shit!
Dead ass. I think me and Rudy was on the phone today, and I was like, when was the last time you talked to Rock? He was like, I
don't even remember. Probably since the Amber and Amber shit. No. Rock called me last. I think he called me last week, but I didn't answer.
Oh, that's fucked
At
up.
all. That boy, he acting real rock like, ain't he?
Real rock.
Real rock like, yeah.
Rock is showing Rez.
That nigga be doing that Batman shit. So that's what that feels like. Looking at it.
So this is what they be talking about.
No callback.
Damn. And ignore.
Damn. Not even a text. Not even a text.
No, the automatic text. No.
Yeah, you didn't hit him with the. Can I call you later? You hit him with the. Can I call you later?
You be able to hit him with the custom joint.
Yeah,
hit him with the custom joint, make him feel better.
Yeah, that's my up.
I'm at work.
Yeah,
them shits don't make me feel better, bro. When I see a custom come in, I was like, you didn't put no effort into it.
Yeah,
you
made me feel worse.
You declined my shit and gave me some default shit.
Facts.
Put some effort into the text message if you're not gonna respond.
Nigga, just give me a gift.
It's something. Let me hit you back. Something.
No, on the cool, I saw somebody on Facebook. I forgot her name. We all know her. She used to be at the briefings, but she makes gifts of herself to send to people.
Jolene?
Nah, come on, man.
No,
come on, man. White girl, I forgot her name, bro. Or she might be Hispanic. I don't know.
Oh, Stephanie.
No. Whoa, I remember her. D.
Stephanie's not Hispanic.
Yeah, she's not Hispanic though. Yeah, that's racist. All right. J-Rod know her because I think J-Rod talked to her once. Yeah, that's her.
Who?
Her. How's she doing?
Who is this? Wait, who?
Jessica.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
I knew you were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right, good stuff. Move on.
How y'all been, man? How y'all been? What y'all been up to, man? Let's catch up. Let's catch the people up. How's everybody? Rock?
When's the last time we talked? What are we catching up from? What's the starting point to catch up?
Shit, what is the starting point?
Was it Super Bowl?
The Super Bowl. Yeah. That was the last time we were all together.
Yeah.
We didn't record then.
Yeah.
That was February.
Damn.
April 1st is tomorrow.
Holy shit.
They thinking they shit. Yo, Akikio gonna have a fucking.
You know what?
Yo,
You know what? What's so interesting is like when we drop an episode, people do check us out. Like Sweet mentions every time we drop an episode. I think he even mentioned one time, like when we did come back, I think it was a super hard hitting episode, and this nigga was like, "Damn, these niggas ain't been recorded in months, and they're gonna come back with a hard hitting episode." And I was like, "Yeah, man." So they still do check for us. I wonder where the kick was up to though. Alex, I see on the timeline all the time.
Yeah, but
I ain't heard from.
it's not. It's the part you don't say though. It's like, oh, these niggas ain't done nothing in months. Came back with a hard hitting episode. Disappeared again.
Right.
Niggas vanished in the ether.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, seriously. So yeah, I mean, Super Bowl, that was the last time at least we were all together. We didn't record.
Right.
But we were all together. We kicked it. We went to Rez's house.
Yep. Fire.
Yeah, man. So since then, what has everybody been up to?
Damn.
We've had ice, we've had tornadoes.
Oh shoot. Yeah, bro. I think I had 2 hailstorms hit the house in the last 10 days. Like I was watching the hail bing up the car.
Really?
Nigga, I was hoping for that insurance claim.
I was gonna say, yeah, you filed a claim.
Bro, that mother peace size. It didn't even register on the website. There's a website, a stormer site. It'll tell you how big the hail is.
Yeah.
And most so small it didn't even register.
Oh, that's whack.
So yeah, it ain't worth a claim.
Maybe next time. You'll get them next time. You'll get him next time. Rock.
Did you intentionally pull out the vehicles out of the garage?
No, it normally sits in the driveway. So I got comp on it, just in case. And when they said the hailstorm was coming, I was like, hey, like we only like 2K. No, on God, dog, we only like 2K away from paying that hoe off. So if I would have got like a $7,000-$8,000 settlement,
2K for paying off which car?
the Accent.
That's the big one.
No, that's the small one.
Oh, okay. Damn, shit. Yeah, y'all right there.
Yeah, we right there. So I was like, hell, nigga, hell. Get that shit out of here.
That's
Get them up paid off tomorrow.
Yeah, ASAP Rocky. That's cool, man. Rock, what you been up to, dude?
Man,
that's a mystery.
A lot of work, man. Just working, trying to go and get everything set up for because I told last time working on the training gig, I didn't realize how much work that was. But so just make sure that I put in the daily work to make sure I get to where I need to be at. Outside of that, chilling. I actually went to a card tournament about 3 weeks ago. Like it was 216 people up there, and I placed 67th.
The card tournament, what? Like or something? What you talking about?
I'm not. Like Yu-Gi-Oh type cards.
Yeah, I'm about to say, just say Yu-Gi-Oh, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, actually, they got a fire ass Yu-Gi-Oh game out that you need to check out if you haven't.
Man, I'm trying. It's what's crazy? I've played less video games now since I've been doing this trainer job or been working towards being a trainer.
Really? You growing up?
That's adulting. That's like adulting.
It's crazy.
I like that.
I got this PS5 that's
collecting
like,
dust.
yo, nigga, play me.
This nigga said you paid Abe how much for me?
PS5 like, I don't think you meant it. Shit.
Nigga.
You didn't want me. You didn't want me like you said you did.
Right. It's like, nigga, you said you love me.
Bro, I be playing the shit out of my PlayStation, bro.
Like, I get on every now
all day. Every day.
Gaming's not the same though for me. It's like it's weird. Like I got the Mass Effect relaunch where they redid all the games for the PS5, but like that's outside that, it's like it's not that much to play right now.
You know what's crazy is actually I play the PS5 every day and I don't own a PS5 game. All I'm doing is playing a PS4 game. It's just a fighting game. So but it looks better on PS5, so whatever.
Does it really? Like the same game looks better?
Yeah,
on PS5?
It does.
Looks better, plays better. See, I was playing
loads faster.
20 or 2K21? That motherfucker cost the server.
Bro, I actually bought 2K22 for the first time in like I don't know how many years, probably since 17. and just to play with my brother. I've literally only played that thing 3 times. I just threw away $60, and that was like 4 months ago.
I believe it because like I was just playing it just to play career, just to build up a couple characters. Like now it's all you have to be online just to even get the career mode going. Them bitches shut off the server.
The server's down
for like 20, yeah.
Oh, 20? Of course, niggas, like 2 years ago.
But like
what are you talking about?
But like normally, like I get you playing. You turn off the online capability.
Yeah,
but there is no offline because the only thing you can do offline is just play people locally.
Yeah, they said
you can't play story mode offline. That's stupid to me,
bro. They losing money. They can't have y'all niggas own a 2-year-old game when they just put some new content out. They trying to get you about a new stuff.
I thought y'all said, "Nah, fuck y'all niggas. I'm out."
Yeah, you got to get that VC again, bro. Every year.
I'll never get another 2K game again. I'm done.
I might be there with you, bro.
I feel like at least the sports games, I feel like they're all the same. Like each year, I don't think much changes, does it?
No.
That's hence why I was still on a game 2 years old. Shit, I'm like, nigga, Curry still shoot good. God damn. Ain't nothing changed. Shit, he was injured last year. I was been pissed off. Shit.
Wow, man. My goodness. Yeah. That's cool.
What about you, Abe?
Man, dude, I think I've been slacking. Like I started the year off strong as far as like, hitting the gym and reading more. And I feel like ever since like February and March was awful. So I told myself that I'm gonna try to pick back up and do that shit. But I think what I'm gonna do, I don't think I know, I'm gonna join Toastmasters again. Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, at the beginning of April, which is tomorrow. I'm gonna sign back up for Toastmasters to see if I get my speaking back and kind of just get into the habit of doing something else besides sitting at the house. Get reason to get out. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel that.
Yeah, man, that's really what's been up with me. Just trying to figure out how to keep my life together.
So in summary, we all kind of lame.
I've been watching a lot of people posting a lot of skating videos online. I kind of want to get out there a little bit.
You should come fuck with me, bro.
Go out there with Abe.
Bust your ass I'm like, okay.
Yeah, bro, I'm telling you, that shit is so much fun, bro. That shit is so fun. You'd enjoy it. It's an adult night tonight that I didn't go to. It's in the hood. Out there by you, Rudy.
Yeah, I know where it is.
Loop 12, yeah.
Yep. I ain't going.
That's in the hood?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is. It's very much so the hood. I mean, there's one up there by you, Rock. There's like a few. There's a few around, but yeah, man. Oh, well, shit, I mean, in between the break, I mean, me and Ashton, we went on the cruise by ourselves. We left Alani, so that was dope.
That's right. Y'all did do that.
Yeah, so that was cool.
I know that was fire.
Yeah, that shit was fire as hell. To just be able to be somewhere and not be a parent, that shit was dope as hell. That shit was dope
like
as hell.
y'all's first real cruise since the pandemic?
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah, I remember the last time was y'all didn't give a shit about dying. So
no,
like, hey,
we didn't.
Y'all was wilding, bro.
We already bought these tickets, so if we die, we die.
Yeah. And then we got back to chaos. That was the last time we cruised too.
The whole world changed.
Yeah, man. Then we went 2 weeks ago. That shit was legit. It was crazy because gas prices were going up and shit while we were gone. And so in Galveston, when we left, gas was $3.78, $3.79. When we got back, it was $4.10. That was just a week.
So pretty much, in summary, every time Abe leaves the country, it's a world event. It's like, no, for real. Like the last 2 times you went on a cruise, it's been a world event.
That's true.
Stop leaving because you're fucking it up for the rest of us.
Yeah, because Russia, Ukraine has been going at it.
That's correct, man. That's so sad.
You caused it.
I caused it. Yeah,
this is your fault.
Putin found out that
pandemic, your fault. Putin, your fault. Gas prices, your fault.
They're going back down though a little bit.
This nigga was in the Kremlin. Oh, this motherfucker think he can go in
there.
Bro.
That's your Russian accent?
Yes, I got.
I was just about to say, I was like, I don't think this.
I'm like, y'all nigga let me slide on this? I'm like, y'all gonna let me slide on this?
Oh man, that's funny.
We
But
getting
Rock,
back in the ball.
Rock kid, bro, you should come skating with me, dog. You should.
Okay, I'm down for it. I'm for real.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna hold you to it. I'm gonna just hit you one day, like, bro, we outside. Pull up.
You know,
That nigga is not gonna answer that phone, bro.
I'm gonna get you with that default text message.
Facts.
Nigga, I see your card at work.
Right. Can I call you later?
Custom. All right.
So we're gonna jump into it.
Please.
All right, man. So I almost want to.
Oh, your cousin Gates, Scooter Gate.
No.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, no. I forgot to hit him, to be honest with you. So I almost want to approach it as if it just happened and we're having this conversation. I kind of want to approach it that way first, at least for a little bit, because since it happened and now when we're recording, a lot has come out. But I kind of want y'all's first reactions first before we, kind of delve into more recent information, if that's the route that y'all want to take. But
I'm cool with it.
Everybody knows what happened. I mean, we're talking about the Oscars here. Will walking on stage and slapping
the dog piss,
bro, out of Chris Rock. My goodness. So I'm not one to really care too much about the Oscars, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I wasn't checking for it. I honestly forgot that it was even on until people just started like. I was on Twitter and people was like, yo, did y'all just see what happened? Was that real? That had to have been staged. Ain't no way he just went up there and did that. I'm like, what the fuck is everybody talking about? And so a video finally popped up. Motherfucker just walked on stage. My homeboy sent it to me. He walked on stage and just slapped the shit out of Chris Rock.
A casual walk at that.
Yeah, and then casually walked back to his seat.
With the flap of the jacket.
Yeah.
Slapped it, then buttoned it back up like.
No,
right.
On God, he really did do that Bad Boys 2 Mike Lowry turn where it go in slow motion and the shoes flap out.
For real.
Yeah.
For real, bro. Like dead ass. So when I saw it, I saw the slap. I didn't hear the joke. And so I was like, yo, so what was the joke? What happened for this to happen? What was the effect that caused this? And so cause and effect. Whatever.
I was gonna let you slide. I ain't gonna lie. I was gonna let you slide, and then I thought about, what? We didn't let Rock slide with the Russians.
I'm about to say
the effect that caused
Vladimir Putin.
This nigga ain't even speaking English.
It's Russian.
This nigga doing Russian. He not even speaking English. What the fuck? The effect that caused.
Yeah, bro. I'm wilding. Man, so then I heard the joke. You know what I'm saying? He said, Jada, love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. Everybody giggle, key. Jada wasn't feeling it, of course. Will walks up there and slaps her. Now, I was like, okay, why? What's the point? Like, it was just a joke. You know what I mean? So that was my take.
Oh, you didn't know about the alopecia?
Absolutely not.
Gotcha.
No clue until that night. And so I was like, oh, well, So before then, I was thinking, okay, well, I mean, it was just a joke. I mean, this nigga Chris Rock has told worse jokes.
Way worse. Way worse.
What's the big deal? And then when I heard that, well, Jada has alopecia, she's really sensitive to it, but she's trying to accept it and all that stuff. Then my thought was, okay, it's fucked up. There's no way Chris knew that and still told that joke. That was my thought going into it. But I want to kind of hear what y'all's perspective of it was, because I was like, damn, that's kind of fucked up if he did know it, and still told the joke. So
I was pretty much the same way. I was actually on Mass Effect, enjoying my night. I get a call. Yo, Jay, have you seen? I'm like, have I seen what? It's like
it.
I'm like, what happened? It's like, no, have you seen it? It's like, okay, I haven't seen shit, what's going on. So it's like Will Smith came on stage and slapped the shit out of Chris Rock. I'm like, where? What's like at the Oscars? I'm like, is this live? I'm like, let me call you back, and I have to find a clip of this. I'm on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Took about 5-10 minutes. When I saw the video, I'm like, this has to be staged. There is no way Will Smith has gotten on stage and this assaulted Chris Rock, because this is not Will Smith's normal behavior. Entanglement with Jada, nothing. He looked like he was about to cry, no reaction. Jada Tupac, no reaction. Now we got this one bad joke, and you ready to fight? I'm like, nah, this has to be hype to get more views for the Oscars for the best man category, because Will must think he's gonna win. So I'm thinking this is all a stunt.
Mm-hmm.
Then more time goes by, like, okay, alopecia. So?
Thank you. Okay. Somebody said it. Somebody said it. Okay.
Who the fuck cares?
Nigga.
Okay, so Jada hasn't been having short hair for the past 15 years?
What are we doing?
Like, is this like not what we're saying?
Hmm.
So you went out completely bald. You had the same haircut as Will at point. You got this. I've had more hair than Jada in the past 5 years consistently. I'm just saying. These are called facts. These are called facts. I'm like, I'm like. Then I saw Will laughing at the joke.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about one of those big hardy motherfucking laugh. Head flew back. Like he felt that from the bottom of his stomach type laugh. Then he looked over. Oh shit, I'm not supposed to be laughing at that? Oh fuck. Let me go get on stage and do something. So saw that part. Then the fucking acceptance speech. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Nigga, you're not King Richard. You're not.
He threw that nigga under the bus, bruh.
Like, nigga, he had a fucking plan for his family. He was protecting against his daughter from being possibly assaulted.
Facts.
Your wife does have a bald head. If you've seen G.I. Jane 1, it kind of fits. Just saying. So it's like, I had no problem with him trying to protect, but that's not how you protect somebody. And then you getting on stage, then you fucking brought Denzel into this shit.
Denzel brought himself in.
No, nigga, you are the devil. You are the devil right now. It's like, nigga, I was done with it.
All right. So I don't care about the Oscars. I never care about the Oscars. I never watched the Oscars. But this year, my wife wanted to watch the Oscars. I could care less.
Also, you saw it live.
I saw it live. Yeah. So we were watching it, and Chris Rock came out. He told some jokes. For the most part, none of them really were hitting. Like they were just like
Oscar jokes.
These are light. Yeah, this is really light.
Yeah.
So he tells the G.I. Jane joke. It didn't land. I mean, people laughed, but it didn't land. It wasn't like the whole freaking arena erupted, or conference room, wherever it is that they do it at. But it got a chuckle. It got enough out of Will, right? So I didn't notice Jada's face at first. I didn't catch it until the watch back. But when I saw Will walk up there and slap Chris, when I tell you I was so sick that night, when I say that, like, I had trouble sleeping that night, where I like it caused a physical reaction, because I was just like, bruh, like, these niggas been knowing each other for like 20-something years, 30-something years, right? Like, you slapped this dude on national TV where millions of people, like, you pretty much embarrassed this man. And like, for lack of better words, you kind of took his man card. you punked him on stage,
Hmm.
right? And I was disgusted because I'm like, bro, that's a light jab.
I thought it was
And
more
I knew about the
backstory, Brian.
alopecia, huh?
I thought it had to be more backstory. I'm like, it can't be just for this guy.
No, there's more backstory. We'll get into it, but I mean,
like, it's not.
It ain't a lot.
It's not. It's not enough backstory.
Yeah, it ain't enough for that.
Mm.
And I'm like, bro, and I knew about the alopecia beforehand, and it still was a light jab, bro. Like, when did joking on illnesses become taboo? Because it's never been taboo, bro. We have joked about, and when I say we, I mean comedians in large have joked about magic.
You're like, no, that's you.
No, I'm talking about like comedians at large. Like they joked about. They joked about Magic Johnson. When Magic Johnson contracted HIV,
Mm-hmm.
you know how many comedians ate Magic's lunch over that? Like,
I mean, I
like,
wouldn't eat his lunch because I'll be nervous about getting sick. But
this guy, bro, that joke would have landed in 1991. like, I don't know how that would do in 2022. But like, they joked about so much stuff. We can't act like the hair joke is like that's the one that's crossing the line. So I'm like, bro, you getting out of pocket for this chick that really ain't doing nothing for you. And in my opinion, you put her in a worse position because let's keep it a bean. You slapped a top 3 to 5 comedian of all time. You put her in more danger because.
But all right.
I'm about
wait,
I'm like, this is
we saying Chris Rock ain't a top 5 comedian?
Oh, top 10.
Yeah, I'll say top 10.
Give me your list, quick.
Kings of Comedy, 1, 2, 3.
Ain't no way you putting all 4 of them niggas over Chris. They ain't done enough work. What are you talking about?
Okay, that you said give me. How you gonna say give me your list and then get mad at my list? God damn, nigga, it's my fucking list.
But it's not a good one. You already started off bad. That's like saying, give me your top 10 NBA players. Oh, well, Gary Payton was that nigga. What? That's not even credible.
Okay. All right.
Boy, John Stockton used to throw assists like, he's in your top 10?
Oh my goodness. Okay,
like,
this.
Go ahead.
I really feel like Chris Rock right now.
No, because
like Reds is Will Smith.
No, the only reason I'm saying that because we got on your comedy list before. Remember when me, you, Abe, and Melissa?
My perspective.
And me, you, and Abe, and Melissa was like, wait, what?
This because I don't like it. I don't give a shit about that.
I didn't say anything.
All right. Give me your top 10. Go give me because we sidebar. Go ahead. Go ahead. So because I want to see how ridiculous this gets. So you got D.L. Hughley over Chris Rock. You got D.L. Hughley over Chris Rock.
Abe, go ahead.
You saying that with a straight face?
Abe, go ahead. I'm done.
What comedy special D.L. Hughley did that you remember? Huh?
I'm gonna put myself on mute.
Huh? I'm waiting. The Kings of Comedy. Are you nuts? Bro. These niggas did one special, just like, whatever. They're top 1.
I don't know if I give him top. I don't know if he might be. If he top 5, he's 5.
That's still arguable.
But nah, like not top 3.
I think the universal is Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, Dave Chappelle, in any order you want to put them.
Yep.
And then after that is Rock. And then whoever else you want to throw in there.
After that is Bernie Mac.
No, Bernie Mac ain't done enough specials to be over Rock. You talking about like now? Do I like Bernie Mac? Like I love Bernie Mac. I can't objectively put him over Chris Rock. He ain't got no specials. Not on the level that Chris Rock has.
Okay, and we're just talking about black comedians, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah, we just talking about black people.
See, like this how you know where it's bullshit.
I give him 5.
All right,
I give him a fifth spot.
All right, so the point stands.
Go ahead.
Regardless, he put his wife in a bad position because that's arguably, debatably, a top 5 to 10 comedian that could have roasted you on site. He could have literally took the rest of that time going into the commercial break, killing you. All it would have took was one August joke. He could have said anything. He could have been like, "Oh, damn, that was an entanglement," and that's light. You know what I'm saying? Like he could have we know all they shit because they keep putting their stuff out. So that was stupid. Not only did you put yourself in a bad position from a career standpoint, but he could have smoked you. He almost did. If you watch the video, it looked like he was like, he was like, ooh, he caught himself.
Yeah, he
Rock,
got himself on it.
Rock kept it real classy because he could have, bro. It could have got bad. It could have got dark in that room. And then I was disgusted because I'm like, bro, like you let this chick taint the one moment that was supposed to be your crowning achievement. Do you know how many years? And these are my all initial thoughts. Like me and my wife talked about this for like 30, 40 minutes.
I'm trying to figure out how you putting so much blame on Jada. She didn't do anything.
No, Jada did everything.
She didn't do anything.
No, she did everything.
She died.
Yeah, no. In insurance, when we do liability, you know this. It's called proximate cause. She was the proximate cause of that whole interaction.
But she didn't tap this nigga on the shoulder like, "Hey, go beat this nigga ass." She just sat there.
You didn't look the way she looked at him.
Yeah,
that look said, "Nigga, get the fuck up. Show me you a man." For
she laughed when it happened.
That look said, "Nigga, you try me."
I'm not buying that. But go ahead.
For the past 20 years.
Wait, you're not buying that she laughed?
No, I'm not buying. You said that she did everything, but she didn't do anything.
Well, no. She did.
In that moment, she didn't do anything.
No, she did. The look is what initiates everything. If the look doesn't happen, then Will doesn't do anything. Will laughed.
Yeah, his initial response was
what?
To take that
Okay. Let's break it down, like just objectively.
Yeah, let's do
what.
That.
What caused his demeanor to change?
His wife being uncomfortable about a joke.
Okay, and how did he know that?
Because it was her expression, her body language.
Okay, now walk with me now, because
we're already there.
If her face triggered something in him, right? Okay. If she doesn't make that face, does his mood change?
Does she not have the right to make that face if it's bothering? If it's a joke that
it's not about what your right is. It's about what did you do, and like your actions have consequences. Just because you do something doesn't mean that it's cool. Just like Will going up there and slapping him.
Will walking and slapping him.
Yeah, Will walking up there and slapping him. Be like, oh, he's defending his wife, nigga. That doesn't make it right.
Yeah, but you putting all this weight on Jada. I don't think it's fair.
Hey, let me ask you
to be honest.
If Jada was not there, and the way Will laughed, you think Will would have got up?
No chance.
I'm sorry. Like, did Jada have like a controller in her hand and like pressed A and did all this shit when she walked up to Chris Rock?
Down B.
I thought J-Rock was gonna be PC Rock. It's PCA. What are we doing? What?
No, I'm letting y'all talk, but when you said that it was Jada's fault, I'm like, how is it Jada's fault? She didn't do nothing.
Okay, are you playing devil's advocate?
Yeah, you gotta be trolling me right now.
How?
There's no way you're serious right now.
Have you been paying attention to anything that Jada's done in the last, I don't know, handful of years in their relationship?
I'm talking about the moment there.
Even in the moment.
But there's a build up.
Oscars.
There's a build up to the moment. Even if you look at the moment, and Rock, I'll let you handle that part. She's culpable, but there's a build up to that, because if there wasn't a build up, the joke doesn't hit him, and honestly, it didn't hit him. What hit him was the glare. But go ahead, Rock. Go ahead, Rock.
Okay, so someone has let's just say someone has a disease and there's a joke that's told about them. They feel uncomfortable. I mean, that's their fault that somebody else went up and hit somebody.
If your response causes it, yes.
Now, would she be arrested?
I don't know.
No, would she be arrested for it? Like, okay, so you ain't never seen a situation where a guy has literally gotten to an altercation because of a woman having an issue with something. Okay, then. So this is the same situation. She had an issue with it. She gave him the nigga, you better do something look. And he did. And he felt compelled. He felt compelled to do something. That's called influence. That's called manipulation. Because clearly his emotions changed within about 15 to 20 seconds. How do you go from laughing, that's hot, to how? Like he made a beeline. You think that happened for nothing?
No, and I'm not saying her mood didn't cause him to want to do something. That's not what I'm saying.
What are you saying?
I'm saying Rudy's saying that it's her fault that Will hit Chris. It's all her fault that Will hit Chris.
How is it not her fault when she's the one who initiated the reaction?
She felt uncomfortable about a joke.
Okay, so because of that uncomfortable,
and Will chose to handle it the way he handled it. Will could have did anything else.
But why do you think he did that?
Why do he think he chose to hit Chris?
Why do you think that he felt compelled to respond in that manner?
When this
in the manner of hitting Chris?
When this is something that's outside of his character. When he's never chose to choose violence. Why do you think he chose violence?
No. Will has slapped somebody else on camera.
He slapped the white boy for kissing him.
I'm about to say that was a reporter who kissed him, so that was.
But that was a love tap.
That was a direct response. Will made a choice. Man, stop playing. Like it wasn't.
That was a reaction.
Like Chris.
And he didn't laugh first and be like, "Ah, you crazy." It wasn't. It's not the same.
All right, so Rock, all right. Rock, your girl's tight about something. You slap somebody else and you say, "It's your fault I slapped him."
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right, my bad. Then go ahead, Rock. Go ahead, then, Rez.
No, hey, don't let Ed play you like no. Don't do that. Don't let Ed play you like that.
Maybe I'm wrong. I'm standing on what I'm saying. I don't think the weight of fault is as much as y'all are saying that it is on Jada. But I'm not saying either that her reaction didn't cause Will to want to do something.
So what are you saying?
You're saying that it's all Jada's fault that Will slapped Chris Rock, and that's
saying that Jada is the spark that ignited it.
Yeah, I'm a liability adjuster. I believe in comp neg, so I believe in shared responsibility. So if I was divvying this up, I would probably say 5% on Chris Rock for being there, right?
Just being a host.
Yeah, just for being a host, like 5% for being a host. Like nigga, like bro, all money ain't good money, bro. Turn this shit down. You already had some beef with these niggas before. All right, so I put 5% on him for being there, 15% on Will for walking up there and slapping, and 80% on Jada for setting up the conditions for that to even happen.
I dispute that if I was Liberty Mutual, but go ahead.
No, let's hear your ARB.
Yeah,
go to ARB with it.
I went to arbitration already. I told you what the deal was.
Yeah, but context is king, right?
So how much fault do you give Jada?
Yeah, let's get there. Let's start there first.
Okay. First, I don't think I'm giving Chris much of. Well, what'd you give Chris? 5?
I gave him 5%. He could have hit her harder.
Maybe because he told the joke. I mean, you gotta give Will majority because he actually did the act.
So how much you giving Will?
5. I'd probably give Will 75. Jada 20. Chris 5.
I was just trying to make sure his numbers were lining up. All right, so let me. I
know. You had to do a little math.
Yeah. All right, so let me give you a scenario, a liability scenario. We'll double back.
Okay. All right, then we could dead it because I know you got other points you want to make.
Yeah, bet. All right, so let's say that you have a claim, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your insured is driving, and his girlfriend is in the car with him. Right?
Yeah.
She grabs the wheel just because they're arguing or they're in a whatever, women do crazy stuff sometimes, right? To the detriment of their own life. She grabs the wheel.
Right.
Right? We niggas know. She grabs the wheel and turns it.
Yeah.
He grabs the wheel and overcorrects and hits something. Do you put any liability on the passenger for basically initiating that?
absolutely, because there was a physical action that caused the driver to have to overcorrect driving. Now, in your scenario, that doesn't even line up. Like if Jada had pushed Will and be like, "Go do something, nigga," and then Will went up there and slapped him. Okay, yeah, then more responsibility is on Jada. But if she's just sitting there uncomfortable and Will just catches her look, he still decided to act on his own.
So would you? Let me ask you a question. You're married. How long you been married now?
Oh, why you got to ask me that on podcast?
Yo, I'll help you out. I was getting divorced. Oh, okay.
No, I'm joking.
Like, let's buy him some time.
7 years will be April 17th.
Okay. So, can your wife tell you something just with a look?
Yeah, she has. So
how's it different than Jada telling Will to go do something with just a look?
No, I mean you can still show discomfort, but I still have
No, that wasn't a look of discomfort. She didn't look discomforted.
That was a look of
that is not how. If I look up the word discomfort in the dictionary, Jada's face does not say that.
Okay. She can look however she wants to look. Whatever action I decide is still solely my action. Like he could have sat there and said, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth," and not went up there and slapped him at all. That's still doing something.
Yeah, he could. And and that action is still predicated off what?
Yeah, her. So
whatever action he takes is predicated off what? Whatever action he takes, what is it predicated off of?
A response. That's why I'm not saying that she doesn't hold some responsibility. Some responsibility. I mean, she holds a lot. I don't know if she holds as much.
So what you're telling me is, based off what Jada did, Will was going to have some response. Now, however he chose to respond was on him, but he had to respond based on what his wife said just by looking.
If he felt he needed to, yeah, he could have also not done anything.
Okay. So in my example, I use the word overcorrect intentionally, right? In the auto accident, she grabs the wheel. He overcorrects, right? That's what Will did. Will overcorrected because he was in a position where this woman has pretty much done not much to help him as the man or the brand. Like if you really go back through their timeline, she's pretty much done almost everything to tear his legacy down, to take respect from him. I would make an argument that I think she's failed him as a wife and as a woman. Maybe even as a mother of their kids. Because if you look at this, all started with the open relationship, right? The open marriage thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Judging based off of the information that we know and the demeanors of the two people that we know, who do you think suggested that?
Oh, we already know the answer. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's stop playing. Will loves that woman. Ain't no way he's coming in there saying, "Oh yeah, hey, Jada," like any of that. That's my Will. That's a bad Will. Anyway,
that was a terrible Will.
That was a terrible Will. But no Will, no Russians, no nothing. We out. Anyway, ain't no way Will came up with that. So we know that's Jada, and Will do what he needs to do to protect his wife. Oh, I'm not happy. Okay, cool. What do we need? Open relationship. Then she has a sexual relationship. She cheats with August Alsina. Now, let's not forget the details. Context is king.
It was an entanglement.
Bruh. The entanglement with August. Who is August? August is her son's friend. That's Jaden's friend. So Jaden introduces him to Will and Jada. They let him stay at their house because he's going through some mental issues. she fucks him
in
their house.
We don't know if it was in the house. Were you like you
on the red table?
Where
right?
Yo, oh God, bro. So
I'm gonna let you,
all right,
tell your story though. I'm gonna let you tell your story.
We'll take the at their house. Maybe she had. Let's give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she had some respect, an ounce of respect for her husband. Right? You're still sleeping. You're still sleeping with your son's friend while cheating on your husband. Then you put it on TV for millions to see as you break him down and don't even admit to having sex with him, but it's an entanglement. Even the dogs know. The dog said, bitch, like, what?
Yeah.
And then to make it worse, again, we're talking about failing him as a woman, as a wife, not protecting his legacy as a man or his brand. She does an interview with Gwyneth Paltrow. Most niggas don't even know who Gwyneth Paltrow is, bro. But she's probably best known for being the love interest in Iron Man in the MCU. Gwyneth Paltrow is not a reporter. She's not an interviewer. So why is Jada sitting next to Gwyneth Paltrow talking about how Will Smith couldn't satisfy her sexually after she destroyed him on the Red Table Talk? Why would that happen?
Because she's Pepper Potts.
And that wasn't even the discussion.
That wasn't even all the context. But I think I know what interview you're talking about.
Yeah.
The soundbite didn't give all the context. I don't think she said what the
give some context.
Was. I don't remember what it was, but they were actually having a conversation about something else. And she mentioned something, and I want to say, and I could be wrong because we may not even be talking. I want to say we're talking about the same interview. I just think there was more to it. It wasn't just a flat out, this nigga doesn't please me, like, type of thing. But it was a discussion around spouse expectation. And I think because and I think because the whole entanglement thing came out, I mean, anything Jada says is...
Well, it didn't come out. She put it out.
Well, August...
to boost her platform.
Well, no, August came out with it, and they brought it to the Red Table.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so let me amend that. August put it out because he also made that song after she did that.
Yeah, and I think that any conversation that deals with Jada and relationship, people are automatically going to throw entanglement into that, and I think that's what happened in that situation too.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, and I'm saying I'm not taking Jada's side, but I'm just because I feel like I'm doing that a lot on this episode, and that's not how I want to come across. But I'm just trying to add a different.
Yeah, it's just be you. Yeah. It's okay.
Anyway, go ahead.
Somebody got to represent the thoughts, man. Listen. So she comes out and says that she's not being sexually pleased. Like, think about this from a man's perspective. Your wife comes to you and says, you know what? I just want to feel good. Like, I want to feel good. So let's do an open marriage. So you got to swallow that.
That's what they said.
I mean,
is that what you said?
No, that's what she said. Okay, we can play the clip. I said it to Rock, but your wife tells you, hey, I want an open relationship. I just want to feel good. Right?
Mm-hmm.
How would you take that as a man?
If my wife came to me and was like,
I want to be in an open marriage.
Have an open relationship.
Yeah, because I want to feel good.
Oh, I mean, I don't think that's one of those things where it's like, I mean, there's a conversation that has to go around it. That has to take place. Like, why? What am I doing wrong? Like, what needs to be done right?
See,
who say they haven't had those conversations?
That question right there answers it. What am I doing wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Will had that conversation.
Yeah.
So fast forward. That conversation doesn't go Will's way. So the open marriage still happens. Right?
Okay.
You sleep with my son. Your wife sleeps with your son or your child's friend who's having mental health issues. How would you feel as a man?
Oh, it would suck. I'm not saying that it wouldn't.
Right. So you go on national TV and y'all agree to discuss this openly. But now you have to press your wife in the interview to actually say what happened because she's dancing around it. Like it didn't happen.
Right.
And then there was no remorse in the interview.
And there was no remorse.
Do you No, I don't.
So as a man, you're constantly getting chopped down. Then out of nowhere, you catch a stray in an interview where she's saying, well, wasn't really pleasing me. Then after that, she goes online and she's crying over Tupac. My nigga died in 96. It's 2021. What? How? So,
Ray, let me pause you there for 1 second.
Okay.
So let's flip this. If this was the man doing all this to a woman, would it not be that he's controlling?
Stop.
Would it not be that he's manipulating? He's forcing her actions? Would it not be that she doesn't feel safe leaving? Would it not be that, she said publicly, I don't believe in divorce. I would never have another divorce in my life. I'll do whatever it takes to make this marriage work for my husband.
Yes.
If we flip it and this was a man doing this to a woman, what would the conversation be? I'm taking the slap out of it. Everything that Rez just said prior to this, and I'm even going to add to it. Your daughter writes letters, Dear Tupac, I know you are alive. We're going to pull this up.
There you go.
I think that my mom really misses you. Can you please come by so we can be happy? I wish you were here.
Who wrote that?
Nigga.
Willow. When? He was like 4?
He was already dead when she was born.
Yeah. She would have had to be like, I mean, what is she, like 20 something now?
Yeah, no. This was when she was still a child. But you have all this. You have your husband talking about some other chick so much that your child write a letter saying, "Hey, can ex-woman come back so my daddy can be happy?" What would we say about this man?
Bro, I have a video. I think I still got it in my phone where Will Smith did. He was sitting down at a table with a bunch of different actors, A-listers, right? And they were just like, it's just like Hollywood confessions and everything like that. And one of the things he said in there was that he said to himself, I'm going to be the biggest star in Hollywood. That way, no woman would ever want to cheat on me.
He tried to live by that.
That's what Will Smith said.
Will Smith said that. The irony of what's happened to him. So when I say that Jada caused it, like there is a residual effect of the moves that she makes, because none of those moves benefit him at all. Yeah. I honestly can't think of one thing that she's done in the last couple of years that's actually helped him as a man or as a brand publicly. What they do in private, I don't know. Right. But I know they publish it. I know what she's doing publicly to him. She didn't protect him at all in that interview. Or any interview now that I think about it. Like, when's the last time when everybody was joking on Will Smith about the entanglement, where was Jada screaming, leave my husband alone, keep my husband's name out your mouth? Did that happen? Did I miss that?
It's valid. Well, I don't know.
So yeah, it's Jada's fault. Like we got to get to that point where we just realize that all women ain't queens, and all women don't deserve your protection.
Ooh, that's spicy. That's something spicy to say.
No, they don't, because there's some women that will literally put you, like when my son gets to a certain age where he's ready to date and everything like that, that's a conversation that I'm gonna have because like I'm pretty sure every man has experienced that. Understanding that you have to have discernment with women. You have to be able to differentiate a woman who's there to use you for what you have, and they really don't have a genuine interest in you, versus a woman who's gonna be there to protect you, to grow with you, to really like. I'll put it like this: if I gave the characteristics of Jada to a random, but I just X her name out, right? And gave examples, I'm pretty sure majority of guys wouldn't think to marry that person, devoid of anything. And then we got to keep it a buck. Jada's the B side of that relationship. Jada has done nothing in her career that even eclipses the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air sitcom. That's including her filmography. So Will was a bigger star than Jada. He was the A side from Jump Street. We like Jada in the hood. We respected her for the hood movies, but Jada's not a superstar actress. She didn't get there because her talent level and her skills were so phenomenal and up there.
Matrix was hidden,
but it wasn't hidden because of Jada.
No, not a fact. But like I say, if we already said that if Jada was a man,
we wouldn't be talking about nothing.
And even with the whole, because I've been watching a whole bunch of weird shit, like how Tinder swindler, like a whole bunch of bad things, shit where people get taken advantage of. When it's the man taking advantage of a woman, we ready to cancel it.
Right.
And like it's crazy because like on shit like that, the men have nothing. Women successful, make millions. They take them for everything. Now, when it's reverse, we can't even admit that something may be wrong.
I really want you to play that clip just for context because it's short.
Send it to me. You just send it.
I put it in a private chat.
Yeah, it's in the chat.
Allison.
Because I think people are hazy about like I want you to pay attention to his face and the faces he makes after she says what she says.
And what is the clip of?
This is the just a segment of the Red Table Talk. But my thing is facial expressions tell a lot. So look at Will's facial expressions and we can juxtapose that against Jada's, because Jada's face during that joke told a lot, especially when the fact that he slaps Chris Rock and she laughs after it. Bruh. So while he's keying that up, that's all I'm saying is like when I'm putting a majority of fault on Jada is because she's the one that sets the tone. She's the tone setter in that relationship. She runs that relationship. Will does her bidding. Will in his book even said, he did a book and he said he's a fraud. He said that in his book. He says the person that I'm portraying, the person that I put out there when the camera's on is not the real me. The real me goes through a lot of personal issues. You know, his father died. And then he revealed about all the abuse that his father did to him and how he was processing that. That's the whole point of the book, was to tear down. He said, I'm tearing down Will Smith because the person that I'm portraying to you is not really me.
You don't think anything else that he could possibly be dealing with in his personal life led up to slapping Chris? Everything that led up to that point had to have come from Jada.
No, there could be. What I'm saying is, based off of the information that we have at this particular point, that's the most logical reasoning. Now, if something else comes out, then of course your opinion changes. Because now we have new info. Go ahead.
You've been on a hell of a journey with me.
Yeah.
You know, there's people's feelings involved.
Right.
You know, it's healing that needs to happen.
Absolutely. So what happened, Jada?
Okay. So I think it was about 4 years ago. Started a friendship with August. And we actually became really, really good friends. And it all started with
Pause.
just needing some help.
Wait. You're telling your husband this, who knows what's happening.
We became really, really, really.
Come on, man.
friends.
Come on, man. You rubbing it in now. You go ahead.
She's rubbing it in. That's hilarious.
Oh, pause.
You know, me wanting to help his health, his mental state. And we found all those different resources, you know, to help pull him through. And from there, you know, you and I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
That particular point in time, it was indefinite.
Yeah. I really felt like we could be over. you
Yeah,
know?
no,
And
we were.
over. And then what did you do,
Pump the brakes,
Jada?
pump the
Well,
brakes.
you know,
Pump the brakes. All right, you see that? That's manipulation, bro. So Will says, at that point, I thought we were over. So then she comes right behind him and says, oh, no, we were over. She's dictating to him the terms of the agreement. That's manipulation. She completely overrode what he perceived was actually happening.
But that could be just two different perceptions of the same situation.
That could. But then now, if say you have two different perceptions of the same situation, who has the dominant personality? That person is going to win. When you look at their body language and you look at like how they present themselves when they talk about this subject matter, who's dominating? Who's the one with the dominating posture?
Shit, I mean, the nigga that's not doing the shit, the nigga that's doing the cheating, of course.
Bro,
Of course she's going to have a more dominant approach.
Usually when a nigga is caught cheating, if this was a man caught cheating and he was talking to his wife, he would not have a dominant posture like that to save the relationship.
So the nigga that's being cheated on,
We gotta stop capping. We gotta take the cape off. We gotta stop caping.
No, hold on. How's that capping?
If
I'm not talking about niggas that's in his baby please bag, but a nigga that's sitting here sincerely hurt that his wife is sleeping on him. He's not going to have that particular body language. Is that what you're saying? How's that?
No. That's not what I'm saying. I apologize. No, let me be clear. What I'm saying is that Jada Pinkett is playing the role of the person who is the cheater, right? Usually the cheater, to appease their mate, i.e. their soulmate, is not going to have a demeanor like that. She's not going to be as demonstrative as she is.
Mm-hmm.
She's being dismissive of his thoughts while also being the person who cheated.
Okay.
With a kid.
So all this, no, he was over.
I didn't want to say a minor. I said a kid.
So all this that we're showing now is leading up to why Will slapped Chris.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah, I mean, keep it going.
Oh, I think from there, you know, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement.
I think you need to say clearly what happened.
And I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
Hey, that's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship.
Yes, it was a relationship. Absolutely.
We decided that we were going to separate for a period of time and you go figure out how to make yourself happy.
I was in a lot of pain and I was very broken. Now, in the process of that relationship, I definitely realized that you can't find happiness outside yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And luckily enough, you and I were also going through a process of healing in a much different manner.
Mm-hmm. During that time, launched into an interaction with August. What do you feel like you were looking for?
I just wanted to feel good.
Mm-hmm.
It had been so long since I felt good.
Yeah. Husband, now I got to be with you at the press conference while you tell the world about your transgressions.
Well,
I love my baby. I'm gonna stand by my baby no matter what.
No, I definitely understand why it would look that way or feel that way, but I actually don't look at it as a transgression at all. Through that particular.
Wait, what?
Nigga. What? Nigga. Oh,
But
what?
as we watch this, I'm sitting here like, why did this even like why was this even ever a thing? Like this tabletop, why was this even ever a thing?
Because Jada needed to monetize the situation. August came out, like you said. Jada has a platform. Jada wanted to monetize the issue, and so she put Will on there as a sacrificial lamb.
I wouldn't even say just a montage. It's a get your control of the situation.
Control the narrative then.
Because if you don't have any narrative out there, the other person's narrative is what everybody's going to hear. So it's like you had to get something out there to make it believable. Then you had to rope Will in so people would actually listen to you.
So I want you to think. Well, keep it going.
Particular journey, I learned so much about myself and was able to really confront a lot of emotional immaturity, emotional insecurity, and I was really able to do some really deep healing.
Pause.
It was really a joy to just help heal somebody.
Yeah.
Pause.
Because I wasn't sure I was ever going to speak to you again.
I know.
Yeah. Like the fact that I'm speaking to you again is
But like, okay, look how comfortable she was saying that. I wasn't ever sure you were going to speak to me. Oh, I know. Like that's fine. But okay.
is a miracle. I don't want to go through this no more.
Yeah, no, I don't either.
Yeah. I'm going to get you back first, and then...
You're going to get me back. I think you got me back. I think we're good on that, okay?
Okay.
I wish that wasn't the case. I do. I wish that wasn't the case.
I sure wish it could be all magic and miracle.
Yeah.
That's probably true.
But and I don't think it's about getting anybody back.
No, for me it is.
Okay. I'll give you that petty if that's what you want. But I will definitely say it's just part of it.
Yeah.
If you expect to be with somebody.
Bullshit. I call bullshit.
Okay.
All right. So for the people listening, I will have the link in the description so y'all can go and watch the video as well.
And just to notate that the title of the video is called Jada Pinkett Breaking Will's Heart for 4 minutes. Okay, Ave, now that we have some context, one thing that you said that stuck out to me was, why is this even being publicized? Basically, why do we even know about this?
No, I said, why was this table talk even a thing?
Yeah. The show itself, or talking about this particular episode?
No, this particular episode.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. All right.
That was it. I was just like, I was watching, I was like, damn, this really happened.
Yeah.
So, again, if you flip the roles, if Jada was a man, why would you say this is being done? To control your woman.
Okay. All right. So all this, because Jada broke Will's heart for 4 minutes. That's why he went up there and slapped Chris Rock.
I think Will honestly has been dragged for so long. Like, honestly, it's outside looking in, he looks like a broken person. He looks lost. He looks like he does not know who he is. And that's so far from the person that he's always put himself out there to be. But again, granted, he said he's a fraud, self-admittedly, right? But he does look like somebody who's lost himself. And we've known people that have been in relationships that cause them to lose themselves, both for women and men. Some women get with men, and the men just have them lose themselves in their relationship, lose themselves in the kids, lose themselves in the marriage, lose themselves in whatever.
Facts.
He looks like that. He looks like that woman has torn him down to his breaking point, because it's not just the cheating. It's not just the publicizing of the cheating. It's not just the lack of remorse. It's you're constantly bringing up a person who died that he will never measure up to. If he constantly brings up Tupac, right? You're constantly I guess breathing life into the fact that my husband can't satisfy me. You keep doing it. And eventually that's going to eat away at a person. And I think what happened was Will was fine. He looked at her and he overcorrected. Will looks like he's somebody who was desperately looking for a moment to try to like take back some respect because he's been disrespected for so long. And the person you would think would be the first person to protect him hasn't done anything. So in his moment to protect her, I feel like he overcompensated. He easily could have just said, he could have gave him the nod because what they say, real G's move in silence. He could have easily gave him the nod. As soon as that commercial break, he could have went to the back and pressed rock. I'm not saying Will shouldn't have done anything. Will should have pressed rock 100%. But you do that in the back like a G. You protect yourself. He literally let this woman taint his one crowning achievement. Do you know how long Will Smith has been trying to win an Oscar? And the thing is, he didn't even deserve this Oscar. If we keep it in a B, like,
what movie would you put over it?
Macbeth. Denzel would have definitely got that. I have seen clips of Macbeth. I watched the whole King Arthur movie. I've seen clips of Macbeth. That shit on that entire. There was nothing in King Arthur's performance that is touching what Denzel did. But this is how Hollywood works. They screwed Denzel out of glory. He should have got an Oscar for that. He should have got an Oscar for Malcolm X. That was the real one. And they fucked him out of it. So then when it was Will's turn for Ali, Training Day was up. So they said, we got to get this to Denzel because we kind of fucked him over. They did the same thing with Leonardo DiCaprio. He should have won it for Wolf of Wall Street, but they fucked him. So they gave it to him for The Revenant or whatever that movie was. Nobody cares. That wasn't no Oscar-worthy performance compared to what he did in Wolf of Wall Street, but it was a makeup. This is a makeup. So it's almost like a parallel universe. They took Will's Oscar and gave it to Denzel for Training Day, and then they took Denzel's Oscar and gave it to Will for King Arthur. So you got an Oscar you didn't even deserve, and nobody's even going to remember it. Nobody's going to remember the movie you got that Oscar for. They're going to remember, that's the night the first thing we're going to say is that's the night he slapped Chris Rock.
The night he punched Chris? Yeah.
That woman is literally, like, bro, I feel bad because that's like one of my heroes. Like he's like a person that we look up to. And bro, do you know how bad Will would have felt if, hypothetically speaking, knock on wood, long life to my man. But what would have happened if Chris Rock would have died the next day? And that was the last moment that we had with Chris Rock.
He would have blamed his wife for killing Chris Rock.
No, I wouldn't have blamed his wife. But do you know how bad
he would have? He would have blamed his wife.
Oh no!
He blamed
He's too much of a simp. He's too much of a simp for that. But do you know how bad he would have felt? How much regret he would have felt in that moment? If
it would have been his fault.
You said just breeze past that.
It would have been his fault.
No, it wouldn't have been his fault. Chris died. I mean, he could have died of natural causes. I'm just saying, like, do you know how bad he would have felt because he overcorrected in that situation?
And he never.
He should still feel bad that he overcorrected. No, Chris didn't die.
But it doesn't seem like it because afterwards he was partying at the Oscars. He was singing Big Willie style.
Yeah, he should. That doesn't mean that he did.
I'm about to say
you're singing Big Willie style, but your wife is like, I don't know about that.
You still just won the Oscars.
That's tough, bro. That's tough.
At the end of the day, you still just won the Oscars, so you got to celebrate. You've been waiting on this for at least 20 years of acting.
All right, let me ask y'all.
And you finally got it.
All right,
you ain't be happy a little bit? Really?
No, I'm saying be happy, but I mean, bro, let me ask y'all first, because what is one way you think Will could have won that night? Like not the Oscar, but just like perception. What's the one thing that he needed to do?
Not slap Chris.
No, I mean after the slap happened. What's the one thing he could have did to fix the whole thing?
Oh, an apology. A real apology.
Yes. That's all he had to do.
He could have went on stage.
That's all he had to do. And cry. He could have been bullshit.
He cried. He definitely cried in the bullshit apology, but he could have gave a real apology and like, hey Chris, come out here. I want to apologize, man to man. I know I was wrong.
That's all he had to do.
It probably would have helped. He wouldn't have won that night though.
No, that would have been. No, I'm saying that would have been a W for him as far as like Like he could have easily went up there, did the same speech, and just said, "Look, there's some things going on in my life. I apologize. Like I'm going through some things, and I got out of control. That's my brother. I shouldn't have done that to you. And man, to man, I just want to apologize." He could have had that moment of solidarity, and the PR spin on that would have been huge. But 24 hours later, he pulls out a bullshit Instagram apology that his publicist wrote. Like
that wasn't even 24 hours. That was like almost 2. That was probably almost 2 days later.
Oh, well, yeah, there you go. Like, fuck out of here.
Okay. So you still 80% Jada?
I think I'm up to 85
because she don't put this nigga through hell and high water.
I think I'm up to 85, and
he's trying to prove to his wife that he loves and protects her. So he overcorrects and slap somebody that makes a joke in the face.
I'm gonna take 5% from Chris Rock and put it to Jada, so it's 85 to 15.
I'm not going that high, but I still feel to Jada.
Yo, man.
Yes, Will definitely overcorrected. But like this has been an issue from Wilson's childhood.
Yes,
like he watched his father beat his mother. He literally carried that into every relationship. He called himself a coward. He felt like a coward because he couldn't protect his mother. So now, going to the first marriage, he fails that marriage. Goes into another marriage. I'll never make the same mistake again. Now he's over. It's a series of overcorrections. To now he's at the point where it's like, okay.
So someone who has a life full of overcorrections, we blame Jada that he overcorrect for the reason that he overcorrected on this one, but he's had a history of overcorrections.
Well, I mean, if you marry somebody that you know has a history of overcorrecting, maybe you shouldn't put him in a position where he has to do it.
If you're married for over 20 years, and you're still getting the same amount of abuse that you still have to overcorrect. I'm not saying if this was a man beating a woman for 20 years, we're like, yo, you need to leave.
Facts.
We wouldn't say, oh, she has a history of getting beat, so she must like it.
Yo, she got a history of getting beat. Yo, that's crazy.
But you know what I'm saying? We don't have the same level of understanding when it's a man being emotionally abused.
Facts.
And he literally gets emotional abuse in a relationship compared to somebody he can never catch up with. Like even when they first got married, it's like I felt jealous of Tupac's relationship. Oosh. He said this multiple times, multiple radio interviews, and it's still being said to this day. You know the fact that I am jealous of this man, even though he's no longer here, and you still compare me to that. Is that not emotional and psychological abuse?
Facts.
No, it is.
So, like, even though Will does have a history of overcorrecting, you as a spouse have a history of emotionally and psychologically abusing your husband, gaslighting your husband.
Facts.
Putting him on the table for your mistakes and your public fuck ups. Hey, Will, I need you to lay down for this one. Train coming. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So when he overcorrects publicly, like I said, I give Jada 60, 40. 60-40 Jada.
I can settle with that.
All right.
Let me ask you though, who do you think the black community sides with, Rocker or Will?
When?
I would
say
now.
Say a year from now. Who takes the W out of this, Rock or Will?
Nobody.
So Chris Rock takes the W.
So I feel that black women are going to side more with Will because there is a perception that we don't protect our women. So even though this was a overcorrection, a overstatement of protection, I think ultimately that's like, oh no, we want to be protected.
That's a good breakdown.
So I really feel like it's half and half.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Rock that. because
Chris Rock
Not-
or J Rock? I'm just curious.
not though all protection is not good protection.
Right.
I don't think anyone is faulting Will on protecting his wife. I think anyone in that situation would protect their wife, but kind of like what Rock is saying, some people, I mean, you know, flat out, I mean, you know, black women, I've heard, you know, from some that, you know, they want to feel protected. And so if they just see the act of protection, regardless of how extreme it could be looked at, you know, they may think that, hey, he did something. You know what I'm saying? I think, though, in the long haul, I think a lot of people will side with Chris Rock just because of his composure in a situation where,
That was amazing.
yeah, where he couldn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And maybe
he could have done something.
He chose not to do something. And so, you know, when you take that angle of, you know, you just have this dude walk up to you in front of a million people and slap the shit out you, and you eat that shit. You didn't fall, you didn't stumble. And you're like, all right, like, dude, relax. It was this. It's like, okay, well,
and
we're going to give the award for best documentary. You know what I'm saying? And he just kept rolling with it. I think respect wise, I think people will respect Chris Rock the longer we get away from the initial shock of everything.
Yeah. And then once people know more about Chris's story too, because I just found out about this like yesterday, a couple days ago, that growing up, Chris was bullied a lot. And he took a bag of bricks and hit somebody with it, and he thought he killed him. So he has a psychological adversity to violence now that carried on from childhood. So you literally have two different traumas that's clashing together.
Crazy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, people deal with shit. Shit, I was just watching. It was a reel of Chris Rock talking about what Rock is talking about, how he was bullied and all that stuff, and how that's a traumatic experience for him, and that how, even though going through therapy, like when something triggers it, your body reacts as if it's happening again for the first time. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, to have that experience of, or to have that trauma, you know, kind of locked in your brain, and you found different ways to cope with it, to not be doing anything but what you do, which is tell jokes, and to have somebody walk up to you and slap the shit at you.
And not only that, we're talking about a much bigger man.
Yeah.
Come up to you.
Yeah, it slaps you and it walks off.
Talking about
and
then play Ali and then play the nigga from Concussion. Will's a bigger guy.
Yeah, and then play King Richard though. Like, it's not like this.
I'm about to say we saw them cast. Pause.
Big pause. I didn't see no calves, my nigga.
I did not see that. Like, no.
Yo, those inappropriate shorts were very uncomfortable.
Avert thy eyes.
Like, he should have got Razzie just for them shorts alone.
Lord.
Yeah, so for him to deal with those traumatic experiences and then to be physically and verbally abused on stage in your job at the beginning, like, this wasn't into it. He still had to perform for the rest of the night and still was able to keep his composure, whether that be him not getting pissed off, him not breaking down because it could have reminded him of a traumatic experience or anything, or him losing his lines, stumbling through the teleprompter.
He did stumble.
At the beginning.
Yeah.
At the beginning. Yeah, he did. But
he got it back.
He kept going on. So I think people would respect Chris Rock more, like I said, the further we get away from the initial shock of, damn, Chris Rock got slapped. He didn't do anything, man. That was me. Yada, yada, yada. Like, all that shit. I think once we get away from that, I think people will realize, like, Chris was a G for doing or not doing, you know, anything, rather.
As far as the mainstream, I definitely think they're going to side with Rock. As far as the black community, I honestly think this all falls on one person.
Who's that?
No, it's gonna fall on Dave Chappelle. I think that the way the black community is gonna perceive this is all gonna be dictated by what Dave Chappelle says about, because he's gonna talk about it. He's probably the biggest person in the comedy space that hasn't said anything, and I think that's intentional. And Jada is one of them people that honestly, he's like, Dave. I'm sorry, Dave Chappelle. Honestly, he's almost like Chris Rock and Will. Like Will's one of the biggest stars in Hollywood, and Chris Rock is a comedian. Well, Dave is arguably the GOAT. And what Will tries to do for the Black community as far as giving advice and things like that, sometimes I think the Black community, we listen to Will. Sometimes it's like, when Dave talks, the Black community does listen.
Yeah.
I think that he's going to be the barometer for how this is going to go. I think he's the only one. And I'm interested to see what side he takes, because he is a comedian. So is he going to be like, well, damn, if a comedian can't tell jokes, what's the point? But then also at the same time, I'm sure he can recognize trauma.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really interested. He's actually the one person I want to hear from most.
Interesting. So if Dave Chappelle comes on and completely goes against everything you said for the last hour and 25 minutes, does your thought process change?
Depends on how he tackles it.
Oh, okay.
No, it does, because like one thing that I've noticed about thoughts is it's all about angles. It's like what's the angle? What angle are you going to take? And same thing with debate. It's all about the angle. If somebody has a better angle than you, and they make you perceive something in a completely different way that is objectively like, damn, okay, new information, new context, let's reevaluate.
Dave Chappelle saying it, you know.
Well, Dave Chappelle can't go up there and just say some bullshit. Like he has.
Well, he wouldn't.
And that's the point. Like if Dave gives a idea that's completely contrary to what I'm saying, I'm sure he would do it in an elegant way. And I'm probably going to receive that a different way and be like, you know what? Okay, I can see that.
I'm curious what he would say too, because I almost feel like Dave Chappelle would take this situation and look at it as its own situation. Not.
I don't think he would. Yeah, I agree with that.
And then say, well, this is why this happened, because all this other shit happened leading up to it. Yada, 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 yada. This is why I think he's going to take. I could be wrong. He may go up there and completely go against what I'm saying. But yeah, but I think he's going to look at this one situation and go off this one situation.
I agree with that. And you know, Rock already confirmed the special is coming.
Who's? Chappelle's or Chris Rock?
Chris Rock.
Yeah,
is confirmed. So,
yeah,
he's on a mini tour right now. He's about to do the big one.
He was in Boston. You know, people sold it out.
Did y'all hear the tape?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
He's like, look, man, I ain't got nothing for y'all niggas. I had the show prepped 2 weeks ago, or weeks ago, rather. So I'm going to get these jokes off. Y'all sit here and enjoy it. So
you don't want to blow that shit in Boston. You want to say that shit for New York and Los Angeles. Like, bro, it's going to be a real story. He might get them niggas 30 to 40 minutes of straight jokes and backstory. And it'd probably be the best Chris Rock we've seen in 15 years.
It could be.
It better be. Because here's one thing. Though. Hey, listen, nigga, Chris, you cannot get slapped and get like a plate handed to you. This is a plate. You can eat. Don't come up there with no bullshit. Don't come up there with that PG bullshit that you did on Netflix. Like, no. Nigga, you better be on.
Okay, question for you, Raz. If you're disappointed by this special, is he still top 5?
He might drop to 6. Because I ain't gonna lie. I had him number 3. No, I had him number 2. I had Dave. Because Dave that nigga just.
And then Chris Rock? And you placed Richard Pryor where?
I have Richard 4. I have Richard behind Eddie. Just because the shit didn't age. Like if you go back and watch Richard and Eddie's material in 2022, it's just a different society. Like if I'm taking them in their prime and it's in the year is 1980, whatever, yeah, they're 1 and 2, right? But in 2022, like, have you listened to Delirious lately?
Still.
It's still funny, but it's
it'll get you canceled. But
and And the stuff that Dave is doing, like, I just think it's gonna withstand the test of time because it's a lot more nuance. Like, it's deeper. It's dope.
I feel you. I'm interested to see what both of them say, actually. So we shall see.
Indeed.
Let's get the hell up out of here, man. Damn. That's something right there. I wonder what I mean, a lot of people said a whole bunch. I mean, as soon as this shit happened, think pieces started rolling out. You were almost done with it as soon as it started. It was like everybody was talking about it, think pieces, videos, this and that. And it's like, all right, man, okay, we're moving to something else. Like, but I mean, it's a situation that happened. That's crazy. They're staying, I won't say relevant, but they're staying in news. Will and Jada.
It's gonna be in news until we find out what the punishment is for Will.
Oh, I think my wife told me right before we started recording, Jada said they're doing a Red Table Talk, her and Will.
Yeah, we capitalize on the moment. Honestly, let me ask you this. If Will had his own show, do you not think that he would be bringing these shows to his platform?
So here's the thing.
No.
Will already does have his own YouTube. It's all motivational.
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't bring mess and drama to his YouTube. Like his last YouTube series was his journey writing the book and losing weight.
Mm-hmm.
Feel that.
Don DeMarco. So yeah, no,
I don't think.
No, he wouldn't. Because he's not a thought.
Keep your wife's name out.
Keep your wife's name out my mouth. They should have kept your wife out of other people's mouth, nigga. Fuck out of here.
That's funny.
Y'all feel like Will should be canceled or Jada should be canceled?
I think Will's a victim, bro.
I agree.
I don't think Will should be canceled. I think Will is a victim. I think Jada should be held accountable for her shit. And apparently, people just gonna let her slide for it. Because I have seen so many niggas caping for her. Not on the spot. I'm talking about like just in general. Like niggas
on the spot,
bro. Niggas.
My thing is, if I would have fought Jada for something in that moment, it would be not stopping Will to go up there. She should have grabbed him and been like, "No, baby, it's cool." If there's anything, if we're just talking about that moment.
But she enjoyed it. She enjoyed Will doing it. That's bro. Jada is Darth Sidious.
I was saying she enjoyed it because we saw the back of her head and her body reaction was like, oh.
Yeah, Jada is Darth Sidious and Will is like fucking Darth Vader.
Yes. Slap that black man. Slap him.
Let the evil flow through you. Like looking at us, like, bro, Jada's an evil motherfucker, bro. You can see it, bro. I look at her, see death.
y'all like drag.
I'm just saying,
y'all are dragging this woman. And I just think it's funny.
Fuck her. That whole 4-minute video, my hair is still longer than hers. I'm just saying.
See, I ain't even going to the hairdresser. I'm not even going to the hairdresser. I'm just going on. Yeah, I ain't even doing that.
No, these dreads are tight. These dreads actually are tight.
Like,
that's not cool.
Yeah, I ain't doing all that. What I'm saying is like we judge people not by the color of their skin, but the content of their character. And her character is shit. It's been shit, and people need to stop excusing it and letting her get a pass just because we used to like her in the old D movies that we used to watch. Nigga, like she's not a talented actress. Let's stop.
I don't think anyone's giving her a pass though.
What?
Oh no, she's definitely gonna pass.
Nigga, what?
I won't even say it's not because of the movies. It's because she's a woman.
Okay.
My opinion, anyway. Because if Will was doing this to her, completely different conversation. But because we have a society of men are strong, men are the aggressors, we don't treat men getting abused and taking advantage of the same.
And the irony of her weaponizing.
I feel that.
It's nigga, bro.
No, I feel that, Rock. We don't. Okay. I ain't got nothing else for y'all. Y'all got anything else?
No, I'm done shooting.
Hurt people.
Hurt people. Ooh, Don DeMarco. Shit like that.
All right. Well, check out some of our older episodes and some new ones that are unreleased shit with the Amber and Amber podcast. They're sitting in our Google Drive currently. That's going to drop too soon. But we got to get this one out soon because this war shit going to be dead next week.
This should be dead by tomorrow. We actually need to release this tomorrow.
Rock.
Ave.
I mean, you don't have to edit it. You can literally just
so now I don't have to edit. Interesting.
I mean, were you editing before? I thought you were just putting the intro song on.
Yeah.
That's
what you talking about?
That's still an edit.
It's not a real edit.
Well, if you're putting something on, it's edit. Edit is a change. See? You act like Jada. You act like Jada right now.
No, nigga, there's levels to editing. When we remember when I came to your apartment, we did that Us episode. That was editing. When we were inserting music and clips and like putting sound effects, that's editing. Putting an intro song on a fucking podcast for 10 seconds is not editing.
Is that not a change?
It's not a big one. It's not one that's going to impact the episode.
See, he acting like Jada right now. See, I'm Will and he's Jada.
hey, you see how evil I look when I do that? Yeah, nigga.
I feel like I should be slapping somebody. Should I be slapping somebody right now?
Yeah, bro. Slap this nigga for not editing, dog. He acting like this shit hard.
Well, you're more than welcome to take over.
Oh, man. Right, man.
Hold up. All right.
This kid game started off.
J-Rock.
Young Rez.
Speak between the lines. We are out of here.
One.